Hey guys, I'm really excited about today's question and answer video, and thank you so much for submitting your questions. Now, the first one I got wasn't really a question, it was more of a concern and frustration, and that was time schedules. See, here's the thing. YouTube can be really challenging if you live with different people and they have different work schedules, and maybe you work or you go to school and you have all these different things interfering with your time. And the key to still being successful on YouTube, even with those frustrating challenges, is to break down the process of making a video into several different smaller steps and then planning out those steps throughout the week. So for example, you can do keyword research, video scripting, and video research on the go. That's the type of thing that you can do while you're sitting on the train or while you're waiting in line. Just use your phone. So you can do that type of work then, and you can even make thumbnails on your phone if you already have the shots for the thumbnails pre-shot. And you can make your videos simply when it's time to film, just schedule that time when you're less likely to be disturbed, and that's when you can film your videos. But everything else you can pretty much weave into the regular parts of your life. And if you can get in the habit of breaking down the process of making a video into lots of little steps, then by the end of the week, you'll have the video made and uploaded to YouTube. And the next question was kind of really more broad, but it was basically about general terms related to YouTube. And two terms that a lot of people get confused are click-through rate and impressions. And your click-through rate, or your CTR, this is the amount of people that are clicking on your thumbnail when they see it. And impressions are how many people are being shown your video thumbnail. And video thumbnails are very important for your videos to be successful on YouTube. And if you can get more impressions, this is how you're going to grow your channel. Because the more your video is being shown to people, the more chances you have to get views. And I'm actually amazed how many times I see YouTubers not making thumbnails or not taking any time to make a good thumbnail. And so if you can really put a lot of effort in increasing your click-through rate, this is a great way to really get your channel to start taking off. So the next question I got was, why did you start YouTube? And for me, YouTube was a tool to develop myself as a person. It was just a creative outlet, something that could help me grow. And I also see it as a way to help me accomplish future goals. See, I want to first grow a successful channel because it's kind of like my first business. And my plan is, in about 15 or 16 years, to use my YouTube channel to help me start another business. And this business will benefit greatly from having a channel that I can, share the information with and can share about my business, and I can find people to work with that might be interested in being a part of my business. And it's just going to be a very powerful tool that can help that future business be successful. And so I think it's really important right now to build your audience online so that you can use it as a tool in the future for some of your other goals. So the next question I got was, have you thought about collaborating? And this actually kind of made me smile because I absolutely love to collaborate. And a lot of my first videos were collaboration videos. And honestly, I would collaborate in every video if I could get away with it, but I need to build my own audience and establish my own voice. And if I'm collaborating in every video, then it kind of makes it hard to have a reason to follow me exclusively. So I've decided to step away from collaborating for a while until I'm able to more well establish my own audience. But I think collaborating is a great way to get subscribers, and it can really help you grow on YouTube. So someone asked, did you have a channel when you were younger? And the answer is no. And I really wish I would have started a channel before this one, because it's kind of hard to do YouTube tips if you haven't built another successful channel. And this is why I'm currently working on a second channel that I plan to launch when I have enough content uploaded to the channel. And it's going to be really exciting because then I'll have something to compare my current analytics with this channel to another channel's analytics. So it's going to make some really interesting videos for you guys. So what tips would I have for a YouTuber who lacks motivation? And what I would say is, first off, you need to figure out why you're doing YouTube. And the other thing is to stop expecting to feel motivated. I don't necessarily feel motivated right now to film videos, but I know that if I do it, then my channel will grow. And so since I don't expect to be motivated and I'm just doing it anyway, that's how I'm able to continuously create content and to be successful on the platform. So what has been the highlight of my YouTube journey? And honestly, it's any time that someone else has shared my content. I've had a couple larger creators share my videos, and this was just some of the best moments on my YouTube journey. Because not only does this help me grow, but it's something that I want to do in the future when my channel grows. Because I want to help other creators who create content that I value grow their channels. And I just think it's awesome to share other people's work and to have your work appreciated, and it's just awesome. So have I ever felt like quitting YouTube? Yes. I've actually been feeling that a lot lately because it's been really hard being a YouTube tips channel and fighting the credibility factor that comes with YouTube, because it's really hard to honestly make content in an area that you've only produced a certain amount of results. And so I just feel frustrated sometimes that maybe my videos won't get views or they don't really have as big of a reach as I would prefer. But that's okay. As long as I continuously work at this, I will build credibility over time, and that's perfectly fine. YouTube is a journey just like life is, and I'm okay to walk that journey. So is YouTube more or less time-consuming than I expected? It is way more time-consuming than I ever expected. I've spent 5 hours on one video only to find out that the video's sound just wasn't going to cut it and to have to start all over again. So YouTube is a very time-consuming hobby, and it's important to just realize that that's kind of the nature of the business. And as long as you enjoy the process, then it really doesn't matter. But it can be really frustrating sometimes to spend all this time and effort on a video only to not really like it once you're finished. So the next question is a really good one. How can I get YouTube to push my videos out to get new subscribers? And let me tell you, the key to getting new subscribers is to get more impressions. And an impression is when somebody sees your video thumbnail, like I mentioned earlier. And the way to make this happen is you need to improve your click-through rate. And you do this through focusing on design skills. So if you can learn how tools like Adobe Photoshop work and you can learn principles of design, your thumbnails will improve, which as the click-through rate improves, YouTube will give them more impressions. And if you go into YouTube Studio, you can also see that YouTube tells you itself that to get more impressions, you need to focus on your click-through rate and your video watch time. And the way that you improve your watch time is to start your videos with an effective hook that grabs people's attention, and then to really focus the video around benefiting the viewer. If you try to create the best experience for the viewer, then the video will perform. And if you're interested in getting more views to your videos, check out the video on the screen, and I will see you over there in that video.